I have at many times felt an initial burst of enthusiasm when attempting a new goal, but then it fizzles out over a period of time. Does this resonate with you? Now, let's dive in to why this happens and what we can begin to do differently. I am Tolulope Kendi. 2 years ago, I was highly pumped up with the motivation to learn French. I signed up for weekend classes and I was eager to dive in. The first few weeks were a blast, and I was already learning loads of verbs and saying a bunch of words in French beyond bonjour, s'il vous plaît, je t'en prie, and the likes. I was proud of myself. But then, life happened. Traffic, home chores, and other responsibilities started to pile up. Found myself making excuses, blaming my stress for not being able to keep up. I would call my lecturer week upon week for excuses. But the truth is, I simply wasn't disciplined enough. My why wasn't compelling enough to push through the challenges. You see, a weak why and a lack of discipline would deplete the motivation that we already are building, and we will not see the need to press when the going gets tough. Here is where the power of discipline comes to play. With all of the activities that we're doing and with all of the goals that we set for ourselves. As John Maxwell says in his amazing book right here, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. Because if you hear me, most of the time I will tell you that it's great to set goals, but if the goals don't lead to growth, then it's just to tick the box. It has to lead to growth. This is a powerful truth that I've learned firsthand, the law of motivation. Discipline is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. It's the ability to stay on course, to stay committed, even when things don't go in the way that we have planned it to go. It is the mindset that says, I would not let obstacles stop me. Just like someone right here, listening to this or watching me, maybe facing this right now, this kind of situation I just described, pushing towards that set goal, but you seem like the motivation, the energy is depleting, the drive is just giving way. All you see are rejections and no in different ramifications, the phone calls, the emails, the SMS, in every way. This applies to you as well. You cannot afford to cave in to those obstacles or to those challenges because it is temporary. Let's talk about the science behind discipline. Discipline isn't just about willpower. It is also about understanding how our brain works. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt, plays a crucial role. When we consistently practice discipline, we are actually rewiring our brain to make it easier to resist temptations and form new habits. Our brains can learn. We sure can. We need to put it to work. Professor Martin Seligman, founder of positive psychology, an amazing man, and his team, ran a series of tests with some individuals, and they deduced that self-discipline and grit are predictors of success, much more than IQ and talent, as against what we would want to believe. We tend to assume that because we are smart, we will be successful by default. No, it doesn't work that way. High IQ doesn't necessarily fall or lead us to success. Without discipline and grit, we may not necessarily be successful. Some may, but a high percentage may not necessarily be successful because discipline is a strong place. If we are realistic, we know that everyone faces obstacles on their journey to achieving their goals. Common challenges include procrastination, fear of failure, and what have you. We have a lot. If I continue to name them here, then we won't leave here today. But to overcome this, which is the main thing, we overcome these hurdles. How about try breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable steps? Celebrate the small wins along the way. Don't be afraid to seek support from friends. I know someone who says she doesn't like to ask for help. That's a weakness, it's not a strength. Ask for help. Ask for help from families, from friends, from mentors. Our mindsets plays a significant role in our ability to stay disciplined. Cultivate a growth mindset, believing that you can develop your skills and your abilities through hard work and dedication. I know about two footballers. One is like the guy sleeps and wakes up football, but the other one puts in the hard work. Both of them are stars at the end of the day. Avoid negative self-talk. Focus on positive affirmations. Refer to my videos on silencing the inner critique and embracing a victor mindset. You see, I cannot overemphasize the importance of our environment. Creating a supportive and enabling environment can make it easier to stay disciplined. Eliminate distractions. If you need to turn off notifications on your phone or devices, do that if that would aid or boost your productivity. Learn productivity hacks that would help your season of life, because different seasons would require different measures. Find a quiet workspace. Surround yourself with people who encourage you and support your goals. This would aid the process. This would boost your journey when the going gets tough and you feel like doing it. It would push you again. On a personal, reflective note, it's key to take some time to reflect on our why. The stronger our motivation, the likely we are to stay disciplined. The likely. Ask yourself, what truly drives me to achieve this goal? Is it internal? And is it linked to a purpose? Or is it external and probably tied to someone else's conviction or someone else's ideology, which I'm not really convinced about? That may impede our why. How would it benefit my life and the lives of others? What is the value that this has? How is it at the end of the day tied to my life purpose? Reflection always helps us to get deeper with ourselves. It requires thoughts and sincerity with our responses. So at the end of the day, we are the only ones that have the answers. Nobody else can answer for us but us. So the next time you notice a drop in motivation or interest in something you were once excited about, how about sitting down and coaching yourself by first reevaluating your why? Is it still compelling? Or have the goals shifted? You know, sometimes we set goals and we outgrow it. Check it. Is it still in line? How about the discipline and habits gauge? Has it dropped? Are your current habits or routine going to help you get there? Or are they going to set you up for failure? Is there a need for some push or accountability? Think on these things. This week, and beginning now, let us not just be motivated, but be determined to apply the discipline that it requires. Let's commit to our goals every day. No matter what challenges come our way, because they would come. I cannot promise you the challenges wouldn't come. They will come. But it's important that when they show up, we remember that by backing our motivation and goals with discipline, we can achieve anything we set our minds to do. And this is really key. I'm glad that we're able to listen to this today. It's time for affirmation. Would you join me? We do this every week, not just for the doing sake. It's because we're telling ourselves who we are. And we're reminding ourselves of that. These words mean a lot. So please join me. I am disciplined. I am committed to my goals. No obstacle will deter me. With each step, I strengthen my resolve. I am capable of achieving greatness. And that's the truth. You are capable of achieving greatness. Now you understand why motivation fails and what you need to do differently. Why don't you watch this video again? Let it sink in and then decide on what you would apply today. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, like, and share with family and friends. Let's collectively build a community of whole people together. We've got this.